Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. Come one, come all, and experience these games as if they were brand new. It's November 1982.
The Star Wars saga continues with a special limited engagement.
We were last on the Atari 2600 playing Alien. Alien! Not quite what we expected, but still, it was an alright time. So, we're nearing the middle of November 1982, and we're getting close to the holiday season. How do you know what computer is the best computer to buy in November 1982? Well, let's check out this commercial and find out.
My guest today truly needs no introduction. So you've had about as many successful seasons as the Yankees, haven't you?
1941 left a lot to be desired.
And what's the ultimate stocking stuffer this year?
Apple personal computers are the hot setup.
Oh,
what about all the other
really?
electronic wonders?
There are a lot of toys out there.
Oh, burn!
The most personal computer.
Oh my gosh, there you go. So Santa's already trashing all the other home computers that are out there. Our very next release is on the Apple II, and it is Aztec. I am very excited to bring this one. If you had this one right now in November 1982, it's big, really big. Let's check out and play some Aztec. Here's the box. Yes, by Datamost. The first really new idea in real-time adventures, high-res action animation on every screen at every moment. Now, the front of this box almost looks like an ad. Is it the ad or the front of the box? But lots of action. Look at that. It actually reminds me of games we're going to be seeing later, like Montezuma's Revenge, but we have no idea what that is right now. But here we go. This is Aztec. Front of the box has lots going on with it. Flip it over in the back. The timeless legends speak of the fabulous golden idol hidden in the mysterious lost pyramid. You've discovered the temple, but, oh man, so yeah, it's like an adventure. Oh, look at that. And down at the bottom it has Paul Stevenson, the author of Swashbuckler. He is back again by Datamost to give us Aztec. Here's the other artwork we have for Aztec. Besides that, you also would have seen, I think, the manual one. Yeah, there we go. So I think this one is the ad, slightly different than the box. Maybe they used just either one, but same artwork. Very, very well done. Datamost has brought us games like Snack Attack, The Missing Ring, The Biles Toad, Spectre, Vortex, and just recently Tube Wade that we've played. This is the 22nd game we've played by Datamost here on Chronologically Gaming. This game should not be confused, by the way, with Aztec that we saw in the arcade March 1975 or Aztec Challenge. This is a completely different game, whole brand new thing we got going on over here. There's the reference card inside of your... Oh, wait, that's the reference card for the Commodore 64 version. Let's just pretend we didn't see that one, because this is the Apple II version. There we go. There's a 5 1/4 floppy disk we're going to play some Aztec on. Got Paul Stevenson right there on the front. This is the second game we've seen Paul Stevenson do after Swashbuckler, and I saw someone in the chat bring it up. Yeah, Brad said, yeah, Aztec and Swashbuckler, that's a great one. And yes, Dick Cavett is pushing the Apple II right now. Oh man, yeah, right? Biles Toad's fantastic. Yeah, so we got lots of different scans of that with an example of the screenshot. Here's the manual for Aztec. Again, I don't know if that's really the ad or the front of the box. So here we go. The timeless legends speak of the fabulous golden idol hidden inside the lost pyramid. We have booby traps. We have von Forster. Insanely jealous of his discoveries, may have planted booby traps to protect his finds from other explorers. Yes, so it's just like Indiana Jones, at least as far as the story goes. We have to track the professor's route, discovered the Aztec pyramid with debris undergrowth, and search the secret rooms, avoiding deadly traps, finding the priceless idol, and escape alive. Man, they're already setting us up really well. So this is the 414th game we've seen for the Apple II thus far. We play everything in order, and that's already a lot of games on the Apple II. It explains here how to adventure. There's various levels of difficulty you can select at the beginning. All levels of play, it is fair to the player. It's always reasonable to make your way out of any situation. Yeah, right. Try level 6 and tell me what you say. Then it shows you how to insert the disc. You choose 8 floors, 8 rooms, and up to 3 levels. But the arrangements of the floors varies from game to game. It is totally randomized. It's a random experience of what kind of exact floor you're going to get. The opponents, humans, and otherwise, according to the level of difficulty you've chosen. Scoring is based on the level of difficulty, and then you begin with 3 units of strength and 3 sticks of dynamite. Certain opponents can deplete your strength. You have to have special elixir to regain strength. 10 different types of opponents. There's a lot going on with this game. Here's the keys to play some Aztec. So this is keyboard controlled only. No joystick will get you there. Here is everything. You look at all this. This is all the we need the reference card just for this. I mean, look at that. This is all the things you can do. You can walk, run, kneel, climb. You can crawl. You can fight, spin, shoot your gun, lunge with a machete. Like, this is amazing. This reminds me of like the controls for Swashbuckler or even the Biles Toad. So Data Most is trying to get the most out of video games. That's for sure. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And then down here at the bottom we have a few hints. Start at low level of play because it is a randomized game experience and you never know what is going to happen. So, and we're going to be doing that for sure. And it says, now you're ready for Aztec. Good luck. May the golden idol and escape unharmed and alive. All right, did everyone memorize it? I don't think I did. I know, it's incredible. So I do have a cleanly cracked version of this one, and that's what we're going to play. It's time to pop in Aztec. Paul Stevenson and Datamost. It is November 10th, 1982. Let's go right into this. Our 414th game for the Apple II. Oh, they got the slow reveal. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Total Indiana Jones. Looks very, very different than the front of the box. And do you realize how difficult it is to do this screen, this static screen on the Apple II right now in November 1982? I wonder if they used a program because you can see the artifacting is in certain places, but man, that's hard to do. Oh, gosh. All right, press any key. Yeah, we're going to be pressing lots of keys. All right, a few weeks ago, a rumor surfaced that Professor G. von Forster, and I believe that's from Indiana Jones, noted tomb robber and archaeologist, discovered the entrance to the tomb of Quetzalcoatl. Inside this tomb, there's a jade idol worth a fortune to anyone who can find it and return alive. You're now standing at the entrance of the tomb. Before you enter, remember that the tomb is guarded by terrible monsters and men without mercy. Also, don't forget about von Forster's nasty streak. He may have left deadly surprises behind. No, I don't know if we're ready for that. Yeah, Brad, there was even a snake in the back of the picture, too. One more thing, the value of the idol is high right now, but dropping steadily. The faster you return under the greatest difficulty, the larger your reward will be. If you're good enough, you could become a millionaire. So that means this is a timed game. How well you do or how fast you do, you're going to get a higher score. Here's our options. So we can resume and even, this means you can save games in this, which is pretty cool. But we're gonna start a new game, not loading anything, and then we choose our level of difficulty. You bet I'm going with level 1 to play this. All right, it's going to load us in, and we're going to play some Indiana Jones style games. We've only played one other game so far on the show that was true Indiana Jones fandom. It was Raiders on the Dragon 32, and then of course we've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark on the Atari 2600. All right, enter if you dare. I'm quite a light-footed fellow. I just tap my way down the stairs. Wow, look at that. All right, so I'm going to move left and right. Man, so cool. So I'm currently walking. There's my run. My run animation looks pretty good. And then I can stop there, move on to the next screen. No way. Now, wait a second. The stairs. The stairs are a little interesting. And I should have a jump. Where's my jump? He kind of flies across the screen. That's pretty cool. So you have your jump to move around, and all this is keyboard controlled, by the way. When you get to a chest, you can open it and then look inside, and we got nothing here, and everything's randomized. We actually don't know what we're going to experience or see. Okay, so let's go to the next room, moving on, and a few of these bone piles you could look up. You can see we got, snakes over there. Great. Open this one. Oh, nothing inside that. Okay. Let's see if we can get the snake to just go away. When you play the level 1 difficulty, some of the enemies may respawn. Notice how we went back to the same room and the alligator showed up, and I believe that's a spider? Wow. Incredible. Oh, I don't know for sure if it's the same guy. But this is incredible. Do you realize what we're experiencing right now? This is the very first exploration platformer we've ever seen on the show up to this point. So we played plenty of platformers, the arcade platformers where you don't jump. Oh, come on, Snake. Right now we have no weapon. So if I try to go a fight mode, notice the Apple II beeps at me. That means I have nothing to fight with. All right, let's see if we can climb up here. Go up there. Uh-oh, he's back. No! If you fall off, don't worry. You just get a little dizzy and then get right back up, no problem. All the enemy placements are random as well. This is the 11th game we played with a treasure hunter as a protagonist, you know, taking an homage from Indiana Jones. Games like Beneath the Pyramids for the Apple II or Atari home computer, The Atlantean Odyssey on the TRS-80, or Tutankhamun by Konami, Mask of the Sun we also saw on the Apple II, or Venture, you know, Winky was a treasure hunter that we've seen as well. This offers difficulty levels, a continue option. It's randomly generated. We have a time constraint. The keyboard controlled only of the game is the only thing I would think is a downside, but you saw the controls. There's no joystick that can handle that right now. Come on, let me up there. All right. You can fall off the stairs. Nice. Oh, we got 2 enemies. I did say difficulty level 1. Usually you see all this crazy randomness if there's other things going on. Here, we'll move over to this side on the other side of the screen. All right, there we go. Now we can probably find something. Let's stop here. Open that up and look inside. Oh, nothing. Okay, so let's go the other way. Let's see if we got anything over here. So cool. All right, let's stop there. I am hustling. Open it up, look inside. Bullets. Okay, we'll take those. So the way that this works is you have to know every key to respond. Like while I'm playing the game, I'm making it look a little easy, but it actually is memorization to know exactly what to do. All right, so if I want to open this up and take the items inside, I need to place, let's place the stick of dynamite. It's T. Take those bullets. There we go. Okay, I picked them up. And then we move on to the other, yeah. Run away! Very bizarre controls, though. You move left and right using A and D, and I'm just tapping A and D right now because I hit W. If I hit R, then it switches to running, and then I have to still use A and D to tap left and right. And when I want to stop, I hit S. So right now, if I hit A and D, nothing happens. I have to click W to walk in the last direction I went. I know, right? Oh, yes, down in the bottom left. Good point. It is giving us a map. So it's not doing like an auto map where it's drawing it for you, but it is breaking it down like the whole thing. And if I can stop there, check this out. On the bottom right, they got like a graphic that shows up. I don't know if there's anything to that. I think that's just presentation. But yeah, the bottom left, that's pretty cool. Wow, that's awesome. All right, let's see if that snake's gone. Otherwise, I'm going to try to jump across and go to the top level over there. And we do get some dynamite. I could try that, but then it might blow us up too. Let's see if we can get up on top. Because we have bullets, but it's not going to do us any good unless we get a pistol. Come on, go. Quick, before he shows up. Oh gosh, they're both there. Uh-oh. Did we die? I think we did. We did. We just died by snake because we didn't have a weapon yet. Okay, let's go ahead and start a new game or start the last game over. So there you go. The continue. We can take over where we left off. So I'm going to use the same randomization seed that we had before and keep playing that one. Man, oh man, so much to this. So the setting, playing in the Aztec area, this is the 3rd game we've seen so far that is a true setting where we're taking place, where we're at in Azteca. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. You walk into a wall and he gets bumped into. That's so funny. Man, this is ambitious. This is amazing. I can't believe that it exists. So you notice it's saved. Look at the chest down the bottom left where we had left off before, even though we're starting in the same place. Let's walk down. Nice and easy there, Indy. Jump across. Oop. Get a little dizzy. All right, that's fine. Let's see if the enemies are still in the exact same place they were last time. There we go, nice. So this, oh, it is the snake still there, darn. So the game is, that's why I was surprised the manual said something about the difficulty levels will allow you to finish. I don't think so. You can get some really bad randomization rolls if you do like level 6 difficulty because there's so many enemies. They are all over the place. All right, let's see if we can just go. Run, jump. Okay, I lived at least. I know I got hurt a little bit. So now you see there's a alligator on that side. Yeah, for the Apple II, this is incredible. This is also amazing that we've seen this many games that were platformers up to this point, and this is the very first one that's an exploration platformer. It's amazing. In a way, this reminds me of us playing a game like Pitfall because the only games that are allowing us to move from one screen to another would be like Pitfall or Smurf, or things like that. But this has inventory, items, used to progress to the next screen. It also reminds me of a game we played called Crisis Mountain, but this one is by Synergistic Software. Yes, I made it. I snuck past him when we went to the next screen. But Crisis Mountain was on one screen. This one is on multiple screens. This is an explorable one. All right, let's open up this one. Look inside. That's what I want. Take that pistol. Now, if I fight... Oh, yes. See, now I got a pistol that I can... I got to make sure I can jump across here. So when I'm ready to fight, you pull out and go into fight mode. And now you can actually shoot people, but I only have a certain amount of inventory that I can use. So if I hit, like, I think it's I. Where's my inventory? Z. Of course. There it is, down the bottom left. So it shows my bullets. Oh, wait, I should have 0 bullets. I thought I had more than that. But 3 sticks of dynamite, 3 strength, and there's my pistol. Amazingly ambitious. Maybe with this is even a larger character than the first King's Quest graphics. We're not going to see that one until 1984. All right, open this up. What do we got inside? Oh, a machete. Yes, take that. So now if I go to inventory, yeah, we got my machete now too. All right, we're looking good. Good rolls there. I want to be ready in fight mode. Nope. Walk to the other side. No! Oh, I pulled the machete out, but you also have to swing the machete. So while it is, at first glance, cumbersome, like controls because you're using keyboard controls only, you got to admit the game is generous. It's allowing us to continue where we left off. I'll go ahead and keep going from last time. But man, oh man, there's so much to say about this one. We're going to see a ton of ports of this game on lots of different computers, on the Atari home computer, Commodore 64, because everything by law needs to be on the Commodore 64. And then the Fujitsu FM7, PC88, the Sharp X1. So expect all those ports. And this is extremely influential, too, of taking the platform idea and making it explorable. It's basically like we're playing those top-down games we've already seen on the show that were like a Berserk, going from screen to screen, and it was exploratory. But now we're doing it as a platformer. All right, let's keep going. Let's see if we get enemies now. Games like that started with Adventure. They went top down, and you're moving from screen to screen, or Beneath the Pyramids, Cops and Robbers, Alien Hell, Crypts of Terror, Valley of the Kings, Shamus, Galahad and the Holy Grail, or Raiders of the Lost Ark that we just played. So it feels really similar to those kind of games, but also I'm getting vibes of another game that's only on the Apple II right now, and that's Castle Wolfenstein. That's kind of what this reminds me of. This is pushing the limits of the Apple II a little bit harder, because this is trying to do more than other games we've seen. I gotta go C to climb, there you go. And then start walking, nice and easy. You can actually climb over these piles too. Oh no. I think we'll just walk down, there we go. But being able to go from screen to screen like this, so cool. And explore from a platform setting is awesome. Another thing to consider is we played a game called Sheila that was a top-down maze game, more like Pac-Man, but it included inventory and items, and it was exploration. So just imagine if this style of game, we still have these right now, the side view platformers that are exploration with items, and there's even a few things, I think it's only one, that you cannot progress to other rooms until you pick up a certain item. So it's not necessarily a true, what the cool kids would call now a Metroidvania. It's pretty close, though. This is the very first exploration platformer. You can move from room to room and explore. I don't think I have my machete anymore. Yeah, it's Apple's beeping at me, which means I don't have it. Darn. I know, way punching ahead of its weight class, big time. Yeah, so the only thing I would say is the controls take a little bit to get used to. You have to memorize, what all the jumping and movements. It's not super smooth. You're not able to use joystick like you do with Apple II. Oh, it loaded. We're in a different area now. All right, let's jump across to this side. We got a snake over there. Nice. And the random element is another really cool part about it. But just imagine if this kind of exploration didn't get popular. I like how you get dizzy. And the other style of exploration became more popular. It's already pretty popular because of adventure, but this is awesome. All right, let's look inside here. Oh, nothing. We don't want that one. Oh, that's right, Brad. That's true. That's why I didn't have the gun or the machete. You have to recollect everything whenever you restart, or continue, I should say. Oh, a pit. Oh, a trap to the spider. No, jump. I don't think I can get out of the pit. I have to go across this guy. Oh yeah, and you can also crawl. Look at this. Just crawling to my doom. You did not make it. No, we did not. We definitely did not. So much to explore about this and unpack with this game. Aztec is way beyond anything that we've seen, unless you want to consider, you know, other games that I mentioned that are very similar to Adventure, Atari's Adventure. All right, so looking over the chat, I actually got some ratings already saying 4. Yeah, that's true. The randomness could be an issue, but if you start at lower difficulty levels, play it and get used to the controls, then work your way up, then eventually you'll play like get to difficulty 6, and then on that difficulty, if you get a bad seed, just re-roll. You know, just try it again on something else. But this is big. Datamose has pushed again something that is not only a game that is completely different than some of the other games we've seen up to this point. It is, I'm going to say, one of the best games you could play across any home computer because of how influential it is. Once this gets overseas, do you realize this is the game that is going to influence a lot of the other Japanese developers to make exploration platformers and give them the idea to incorporate role-playing elements and stuff? Yeah. Psychosis is going 4.5. So I see mostly 4s in the chat. I'm going to go even higher than that. This is up there. When we played the Biles Toad, I said 5 stars. Earlier this year in 1982, the Aztec is still incredible. It's very, very good. Now, because of the difficulty of the controls, though, I'm not going to go as well. But the Biles Toad also was a difficult game to play. I'm just comparing that one because it's a game pushing way above it. But this one does take a while to get used to, and the randomness is a little bit, not at the same level as a 5-star. But this is still one of the best. So 4.5 stars for Aztec. Wow. That's awesome. Oh, that's true. If you like Swashbuckler better, I can understand that as well. All right, after that, let's see what our next game is. We're still going to hang out on the Apple II, and next up is The Final Frontier. Let's check it out. These are the voyages. Oh, it's not that kind of game. I thought it was. The Final Frontier. Hey, by Wesley Huntress. And it's part of the Software Guild, or Soft Smith Software. Either one you want to call it. This is the 17th game we've seen by the Software Guild, or the moniker Soft Smith Software. You flip it over on the back, and it's nothing. That's usually what the box looks like for the Software Guild. As far as other artwork, there's our 5 1/4 floppy disk. This is our 415th game that we played on the Apple II thus far on Chronologically Gaming, and there's the example of the screenshot letting you know what we're into. And if you're familiar with Wesley Huntress, then you know exactly what's going to happen. Here we go. It is November 10th, 1982. Wesley Huntress gave us the game Rendezvous that we already played. Rendezvous is an educational space shuttle simulation, flight simulation video game. So this is most likely the same idea. I guess we saw from the screenshot too. Since here on Chronologically Gaming, we can't fly or land planes, what makes you think we're going to fly and land a friggin' space shuttle? There it is. The Final Frontier. By Wes Huntress. Way to go, Wes! All right, I'm ready. How do we crash this thing? This is a true space shuttle simulation. We can do keyboard controls or, joystick. We got our analog joystick plugged in for approach and docking. Nice. Okay, so the way the game starts is you have 4 different options of what you want to see. So you can choose different ones, but let's just set up an approach. Ready? I'm just going to choose option 3, and now you can set up a new approach problem or load one from disk. So I'm actually going to just do a new one. Give us a new one. Enter the distance from the space station in kilometers. Oh, they're going really realistic. Let's go 50 kilometers, and your distance from the space station in direction will be determined randomly. Maximum offline distance, let's say 20, and then approach velocity. Let's approach at 15. Nope, 15. There we go. The velocity of the directions of the approach line will be determined randomly. Nice. Maximum, let's do 10. Okay, there we go. It's going to ask, are these values accurate? Unless you are a pro like me at flying or crashing space shuttles, we'll see what happens. Yes, they're satisfactory. All right, let's crash this thing. Oh no, we don't want to save this to disk. It's proceeding to the rendezvous position. Besides Rendezvous, another space shuttle simulation we played so far was Space Shuttle Module 1 for the Atari home computer. I like how it offers scenarios, and we've seen that from another simulation game too. But, ooh, yes, go for the rendezvous approach. I like that it's joystick controlled, because it is also a flight simulation, at least whenever you're trying to go down for an approach, like a plane. Enabling wide-angle view screen. Nice. There it is. We're like, oh, we're approaching like a satellite in space. So yeah, it's moving, but very, very slowly. It is, you can barely even tell. All that I know that it's working correctly is I'm watching the numbers instead of the screen, because it's barely, it's just very, very slowly moving. True to simulation fare. Quick turn. Pivot. So it does work with the joystick, but you're not going to get as much control as you would like with a normal flight simulator. The first-person perspective is really nice. And playing the different scenarios, you'd have some fun playing a space shuttle simulator. We already ran out of energy that fast. Oh gosh. So this scenario, we obviously put in the wrong amount of coordinates. We can load a new position, return to our initial one, or exit the program. And yes, we will. There we go. Not really going to play too much of Final Frontier. I really wanted to see something crash, but I will show you this. As far as the rest of the game, they do offer pseudo 3D wireframe graphics whenever you're doing like the docking station, as you can see here. So, and they do allow like another scenario where you're orbiting around the Earth. So it does take a little bit of time to play the game, and this is another one as you're doing liftoff, jettisoning all the parts of this the space shuttle, so you can have a safe delivery. So a lot going on with this one. This is the 5th game we played that takes place around Earth's orbit, and the 5th game where you are commandeering a space shuttle. Now, you would have to really dig your teeth in and play a lot more of this game to experience it. I've done some more play tests behind the scenes, but it's rough. It's a little more difficult to play. But to tell you the truth, I have a theory about the game. I think that the Final Frontier is the exact same game as Rendezvous that Wesley Huntress did. They marketed that as an educational game, and then this one comes out after Rendezvous, and they call it the Final Frontier, almost like the sales of Rendezvous just were terrible. And so they had to find a way to make the money. So I think this is pretty much the same. So in light of that, I'm going to rate this the same we did as Rendezvous. I haven't played enough. I've only done maybe 8 to 10 hours to mess around with this and see what's up. And I couldn't point out everything that's the same with Rendezvous, but I'll still say the same as the other space shuttle simulator, 3.5 stars. If this is your cup of tea, it's very well done. Wesley Huntress did his homework, and it's a very well done program for a video game. Just not everybody's cup of tea. All right. Yeah, no, it probably didn't sell well, and they renamed it like Star Trek or something like that. Oh, yeah, that's true. We don't have any spacewalking either, Manly. I'm with you there. All right, that was a fast night. It's already time for our show to be on pause. But don't worry, we'll continue playing every single video game all over the world in order of release as much as we can. Aztec just takes so much time, but it's so fun. It's so amazing that we already have that game. When I first played the game, I thought that was Montezuma's Revenge or something based on the platformer that's allowing you to move from room to room, you know, and see a larger world as a platformer, because that really doesn't exist right now. There's platformers that, you know, are auto-scrolling, like when we saw with Jungle King, or platformers like Donkey Kong that take place all on the same screen. But Pitfall, Smurf, and like one other, and that's all you got. There's really not any other platformers like that. Yeah, right? So next time on Chronologically Gaming, we are playing Pac-Man. Not official Pac-Man. Jeff Minter gets aggressive. Another game we have seen before. And Donald Duck appears in his very first video game. That's it for today, and like I always say, if platformers weren't as popular, we would have exploration Pac-Man maze games. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.